Hey, it's Saturday, so that means new stitch tutorial time. Now, this stitch is going to be super easy for some of you, a little bit of challenge for others. No worries, everybody can do it. We're going to be incorporating the slip stitch today, so I'm going to tell you right off the bat, you need to crochet looser than normal, all right? Whatever that means for you. If you're a brand new crocheter, I suggest you go up with maybe a bulky weight, not 6, but maybe a 5 bulky weight and a little bit larger hook, just so it's easier for you to see where to put your hook for each stitch. Also highly recommending that you go grab 2 stitch markers. I'm warning you now. All right, nothing else to do but to do it. Let's do this. Today's crochet stitch tutorial is called Baby Bobbles. It's gonna be great for blankets, wearables, and definitely things like kitchen towels, dishcloths, things of that nature. Super straightforward. You just need a chain multiple of 2 plus 1. So let's go ahead today and do our slip knot and chain 11. So that's 10 plus 1, and meet me back here. Okay, now that we have our 11 chains, we're going to start off by slip stitching in the 3rd chain from the hook. So that would be 1, 2, and 3. So let's go ahead and enter our hook into that 3rd chain. Now I want you to, before you finish the stitch, turn your chain up and place a stitch marker in the stitch carefully right below the loop that's on your hook. Just anywhere, just like that, okay? You'll find out soon. And then we're going to go ahead and complete our slip stitch. Now we have the stitch right below marked. And now we're going to place a half double crochet into the top of the next chain. And we're going to repeat that pattern across. Slip stitch in the next, half double crochet in the next. Repeat the pattern sequence across to the end and meet me back here. All right, your last stitch should be ending with a slip stitch, and that is row 1. This is what you should be looking at. Now this is a 1 row repeat from here. We're going to chain 2 and we're going to turn our work. Place your 2nd stitch marker in the top of that 2nd chain that you made right next to your hook. We're going to repeat that sequence, but it's going to look a little bit different. We're going to skip that first slip stitch of the row. That would be our last slip stitch of the previous row. And we're going to slip stitch in the next stitch. So if you're having trouble locating, just turn your work up so that you can see the tops of the V's and you'll be fine. So slip stitch in the top of the 2nd stitch, which is really the previous half double crochet. Make sure that you make your stitches looser than normal. And we're going to half double crochet into the next stitch, which would be our previous slip stitch. And we're going to just repeat this all the way across the pattern. So slip stitch in the next, half double crochet in the next. And you can see the difference between the slip stitch and the half double crochet. The slip stitch is smaller and tighter, and the half double crochet is larger and not as tight. Go ahead and repeat this pattern across until you place your last half double crochet. Finishing my last half double crochet. And then this is why I had you put the stitch marker in on row 1. We're going to place 1 slip stitch in the top of that turning chain. So having that stitch marker there just makes it really easy for you to see where that last stitch goes. And that is row 2. Really simple and a really pretty stitch. Let's go ahead and just work one more row together to make sure you've got it. Go ahead and chain 2. Turn our work. Put our stitch marker just under 2 loops of that last chain we made. We're skipping that first slip stitch right there and going into the 2nd stitch. Again, turn your work up if you need to see better where your hook goes. right underneath here, and it is the previous half double crochet, and slip stitch. And then repeating half double crochet in the next stitch, and slip stitch in the next. We're literally just stacking stitch over stitch. Half double crochets go on top of the slip stitches, and slip stitches go on top of the half double crochets all the way across. This is not a yarn eater. It looks great on both sides, and it's going to just be a really nice fast working stitch. Now see, this is why I tell you to crochet loosely, because it would have been really easy to skip over this last slip stitch here because it's a little bit tight. So wedge your hook in there, and you're always ending with a slip stitch in the top of that chain 2 that you had made. If you really want to practice this stitch quickly, then just go ahead and make a dishcloth or a facial cloth with it. It's going to be great. If you enjoyed this quick tutorial, please leave me a like and a comment. Let me know what you thought of it. And until next Saturday, happy crocheting!